The Book of Judith is a captivating tale of faith, courage, and divine deliverance. This ancient text is part of the Apocrypha, a collection of writings not universally accepted as canonical scripture across all Christian traditions. Today, we explore the Book of Judith and the reasons behind its inclusion in some Bibles and exclusion from others. The story of Judith unfolds during a time of crisis for the Jewish people. Threatened by the Assyrian army led by General Holofernes, a devout widow named Judith emerges as an unlikely heroine. Using her beauty and wit, Judith gains access to Holofernes' camp. In a daring act of bravery, she beheads the general and delivers his head to her people, leading to the defeat of the Assyrian forces. This narrative celebrates Judith's unwavering faith and strategic acumen, positioning her as a symbol of courage and trust in God's deliverance. To understand why the Book of Judith is not included in all Bibles, we must first grasp the concept of biblical canons. A canon refers to the official list of books that a religious community considers divinely inspired and authoritative. Different Christian traditions recognize varying canons of Scripture, which has led to the inclusion or exclusion of certain texts, including the Book of Judith. The Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox churches include the Book of Judith in their Old Testament, considering it deuterocanonical or second canon. These churches regard the deuterocanonical books as inspired and authoritative, despite their absence from the Hebrew Bible. The Council of Trent in the 16th century affirmed the inclusion of Judith in the Catholic canon, recognizing its theological and moral value. However, Protestant traditions generally do not include the Book of Judith in their Old Testament canon. This exclusion stems from the Protestant Reformation's emphasis on returning to the Hebrew canon as the basis for the Old Testament. The principle of sola scriptura, which asserts that Scripture alone is the ultimate authority in matters of faith and practice, led Protestant reformers to re-evaluate the biblical canon. They favored texts universally accepted in the early church and aligned with the Hebrew Scriptures. The Jewish canon, known as the Tanakh, also does not include the Book of Judith. This exclusion is primarily due to the book being written in Greek, whereas the Jewish canon was established based on Hebrew texts. Additionally, historical and geographical inconsistencies within the narrative may have contributed to its exclusion from the Jewish canon. Despite its absence from some biblical canons, the Book of Judith remains a valuable text for biblical studies and theological reflection. Its themes of faith, courage, and divine intervention resonate with readers across different traditions. The character of Judith serves as an inspiring example of a woman who embodies both piety and strength, challenging societal norms and expectations. Furthermore, the Book of Judith provides insight into the historical and cultural context of the Second Temple period, reflecting the struggles and aspirations of the Jewish people during a time of foreign domination. Its literary qualities, including vivid imagery and compelling character development, have captivated readers for centuries. In conclusion, the Book of Judith's inclusion in some Bibles and exclusion from others reflects the complex history of biblical canon formation and the diverse theological perspectives within Christianity and Judaism. Regardless of its canonical status, this ancient text continues to inspire and provoke thought, inviting readers to contemplate the nature of faith, courage, and divine intervention in human affairs. The enduring legacy of Judith reminds us that even contested texts can offer valuable insights into our spiritual and cultural heritage.